Here we have a relatively short video about paper 2 question 1. I've got a double bill of activities in this presentation looking at two different papers. This is the question where you will get 8 statements and you have to select the 4 true ones to get a mark out of 4. So task 1, all about a woman who owns some dogs in Tokyo. Her name is Toshiko. In a smart and expensive neighborhood of Tokyo, Toshiko Horikoshi relaxes by playing her grand piano. She's a successful eye surgeon with a private clinic, a stylish apartment, a Porsche, and 2 pet pooches, Tinkerbell a Chihuahua and Ginger a poodle. Japanese dog owners think a dog is like a child, says Horikoshi. I have no children, so I really love my 2 dogs. Many Japanese women like Horikoshi prefer pets to parenthood. Startlingly, in a country panicking over its plummeting birth rate, there are now many more pets than children. While the birth rate has been falling dramatically and the average age of Japan's population has been steadily climbing, Japan has become a pet superpower. Official estimates put the pet population at 22 million or more, but there are only 16.6 million children under 15. So that is the part of the extract, the beginning of the extract, that you need to use in order to get your 4 true statements. Here are the 4 true statements. Well, here are the 8 statements, sorry. 4 of these are true and 4 of these are false. So I would suggest you pause the video now, use the text in order to select the 4 true ones by just writing down the letter. Once you've got your 4, you can then carry on watching the video. So pause now till you get the answers, and then we'll move on to the second extract. Here is the second extract. This is from a more recent paper, all about a man called Ben Fogle, who I believe had a boating expedition across the sea. This is the part of the extract that you need. He says, it was still dark. We had at least 3 hours of darkness to go before daybreak, and as always, I had the sunrise shift. The ocean had continued to build, with an ever-increasing wind that was gusting at 40 knots. The swell had grown and conditions were becoming increasingly frenzied. I began to feel vulnerable again. If we can just make it to daybreak, I thought, it will be easier to read the waves and prepare for the breakers. Our boat was brand spanking new and bought straight from the race organisers. It had coped with the seas we had experienced thus far incredibly well. I rowed on, worried by the deteriorating weather, and I thought of my wife back at home. I longed to be with her and away from this intimidating ocean. As I rowed, a barely perceptible blue hue appeared on the skyline. So that is the extract. Here are your 8 statements. Okay, and again I would give you 5 minutes to pause the video, use this piece of text in order to select the 4 true ones just by writing down the letter, and then we'll go through the answers for both tasks. So pause now, get your 4 letters, and then we'll go through the answers. So here are the answers for task 1, Toshiko's in Tokyo. Your answers are B, E, F, and G. You can see here that you would colour in the little circle at the end of each statement, because I believe that this is actually marked by a computer, so it recognises the marks on the page, I think. So you need B, E, F, and G. This one is a little bit complicated because there's lots of statistics in this one, so you have to check and double check that you've got the right answers. And for the second task, the Ben Fogle one, you need A, B, E, and F. Again, by colouring in the little circle at the end of the box. I've also underlined both texts, as you can see, to show you why those statements are true. Remember, it's worth bearing in mind that the actual statement itself might be worded differently to the extract, so you just have to check. You sometimes have to use a little bit of inference to get the right answer, or even follow a process of elimination. So with this one, for example, if you've got to F and you've already got your 4 true ones, you can forget G and H completely because you're only looking for 4. So you can sometimes apply process of elimination. If you're really not sure with these, then you could just guess and you might get lucky. but hopefully you should get 3 or 4 out of 4 in order to be on track. Okay, so that's just a couple of activities there, just revising paper 2, question 1, selecting 4 true statements.